I'm Brian Sands.
And I'm Brad Rhines.
And this is Stage Talk with Brian
and Brad.
Today we're going to be discussing the Jefferson Performing Arts Society's production of Dreamgirls. Brad, what did you think?
I have sort of mixed feelings about Dreamgirls. I thought there were some great performances. I thought particularly Tiandra Norris, who played Effie, did a great job. I thought Raheem Glaspie did a great job as James Thunder Early. What about you? What did you think?
I agree. Raheem brought to life the character that was based in part on James Brown. Every time he came on stage, it just lit up.
It's called Dreamgirls, but he really threatens to steal the whole show.
I agree with that. I do have to say that because of some scheduling difficulties, I had to see the final dress rehearsal, but it certainly seemed like a complete performance. And some of the other performances that I enjoyed was Josiah Rogers as Cece, Effie's brother, Dominique McClellan, who last year appeared as Martin Luther King at Southern Rep in All the Way, as the nefarious manager who weasels his way to the top, and also Taylor James as Laurel Robinson, the kind of comic relief, but she brought some seriousness to it as well.
She did.
What did you think of the show, though?
The story I thought was less compelling. You know, there were some musical moments that I really liked. The James Thunder Early stuff with the James Brown type stuff. I thought as Effie, Tiandra Norris really just brought the house down at the end of Act 1 with the big number. I'm gonna get it wrong. I'm telling you now that I'm leaving.
I am telling you I'm not going. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Wow. What a number that was. But beyond the performances, I thought the story was a little by the numbers. We've seen it before. It's kind of the same like 60s, 70s era music biopic. This is actually fictional, but kind of based on the Supremes.
For sure.
But very similar to like a Motown the musical or the Ray Charles movie. Kind of that same pattern of story. And so I thought it wasn't super compelling. When I saw it on opening night, the runtime was almost 3 hours long, and I feel like the story just didn't keep a lot of momentum going.
I don't disagree with you. I think my biggest objection, and I don't think it would make a difference if I saw it final dress rehearsal, opening night, or anywhere else, was the production itself was similar to other productions I've seen of Dreamgirls. Christopher Bentavenga directed. He's a director who I have an immense amount of respect for. Last year he did a production of The Wiz that was phenomenal. It brought all sorts of new shadings to it. And I really came in looking forward to and expecting him to have a different take on Dreamgirls.
He's also known for like the Lizzie Borden musical.
Absolutely.
And the Toxic Avenger and lots of really fun stuff. Yeah, fun, inventive, creative stuff.
Very inventive. And for whatever reason, it just wasn't there for Dreamgirls. Had you seen it before?
No, this was the first time I've seen it. It's not a story that I'm familiar with, but again, it did feel very familiar once it got rolling.
And it would be one thing, I think, if it was a musical like any of the great ones, My Fair Lady, Fiddler on the Roof, Rent, Chorus Line, where the music is something you come home singing. Now, of course, I am telling you I'm Not Going is now considered a classic. But the rest of the songs, especially the music for the songs that the group, the Dreams modeled on the Supremes sing, you don't exactly remember it. And if these were the songs or something similar to them that the Supremes would have been singing, I think they'd still be in Detroit.
Okay.
So
I thought they looked great. I thought the costumes were wonderful by Sammy Mihalich, outfitted in the sort of classic girl group style with sequins and fringe and all that stuff. I thought they looked great.
And I admire, I think, JPAS for doing it something a little different for them because in the past they've done a lot of either the Disney musicals, Little Mermaid, Hunchback of Notre Dame, or the classics like My Fair Lady or the upcoming production of South Pacific. So this was something new for Jefferson Parish.
That's right, and often some of those shows, I know, like with Peter Pan, they rented the sets and they rented the costumes, and they had a very professional look to them, although they might have been a little generic because they were rented sets and costumes. What did you think about the sets here?
I thought it was good. Didn't blow me away.
Yeah.
You?
Same. I thought didn't have that professional quality that you see from the rent sets, but it does sort of showcase the artist around town, which is always great.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And those sets were by Kristen Blatchford.
Very good.
For Dreamgirls. Anything else?
No, but I will be looking forward to the next production of South Pacific.
That's right. I'm Brad Rhines.
I'm Brian Sands.
For more roundup of local coverage of New Orleans theater, check out Stage Meet New Orleans. You can follow us on Facebook. And check out our friends New Orleans Box Office. Check out their website for theater listings, discounts, and more. So this is Theater Talk with Brian and Brad.
And happy Mardi Gras!